This really is the big moment. As long as I keep this mark lined up and it pressed down, don't think I can go wrong. Don't let the top touch first. Welcome back. In this video I'll be installing the windows, and how I'll be doing it is to some degree based on my previous video where I did some experiments on using primer around the edges and this edge here, and using VHB tape to stick them in. Hope you enjoy the video. Step one of cleaning these windows, I'll be doing this twice with a clean rag each time. Squeaky clean with isopropyl alcohol. The second step is I'm going to sand it with 150 grit wet and dry sandpaper. Next I'm fitting the VHB very high bond 3M tape. Now this is my first one, so yeah, that's a nice tight joint there, which is really good. I'm quite happy with how that went. First one. I am tempted to put 2 layers on because I really wanted to use 2.2 and I couldn't get it. This is 1.1. To make sure the tape really sticks, you're supposed to use about 15 psi with a roller over it, and I found this paint roller. So I think that'll work really good. So that's about 6 or 7 kgs pressure, which is not a huge amount. As long as you're not spreading it over too large an area, it'll really make good contact. I'm quite happy with that. I've made up these little 3mm blocks that I'll hot glue on that I can pull out afterwards, because there's no second chance. Once you put the window in, you can't move it, of course. So even to fit the window, I'm going to use these blocks, 4 of them, locate the window, make sure the gap at the top is right. I was using my low temperature hot glue, and it certainly doesn't work as well in this situation as the high temperature. So just a little dab. So I'll take a little wiggle, but they'll come off very easily. This writing's to the inside. They gave me 2 windows which were white on one side, the liner on it, this plastic, and 2 without. So they've used 2 different kinds of sheet, probably from different manufacturers, I'm not sure. That's a very neat fit in there, but I know that I've got to take about 2 planes off the top because I can't fit one of these in the top. So that's the clearance checked, and I've made up these 2 little wooden wedges that I'll poke in here because I'm going to go inside and mark these windows now. And I'll put this bit of tape over here as security because pushing with a pin on the inside might push this out. Ooh. It just popped out. Just as well I put the tape on. I don't trust that these windows falling out of here and onto the concrete might not crack them. I'm sanding the edges too. Why? Because this is what it'll look like before I paint on the primer, but I'm going to do along the edges as well because when then the sun's coming in through here, it can hit that edge and start to degrade the seeker that'll be coved into that corner. This line's quite critical because you'll see it inside the boat. I'm removing the film on the outside and putting masking tape on because the film as it came is a little bit ragged from the saw cutting around the edge. I'm giving these surfaces a good clean with isopropyl alcohol now. I've already wiped them down once. This is the second time. So there we are, nearly ready for priming. Now comes the fun part, painting on the Seeker Primer 209D. I'm going to put a little bit in the container because it's so hard to see what's going on when you dip your brush in there. I don't think you want to brush it out too much, so you've got to keep a reasonable amount on your brush. I think I'll take those bits of film off before I put it in the boat. It'll be a lot easier. Seeker Primer 209D, interesting stuff. I'm removing the inner film before I fit the window. Just scraping off a little bit here which wicked underneath the tape. It may be completely unnecessary, but I'm thinking of putting a very small bead in that corner so I don't have to work so hard to force the sealant in around that corner when I put the Seeker in there. But you definitely don't want to put too much because then it's going to flow onto the contact adhesive, the double-sided tape. Okay, let's fit the window. This is the hard part, putting enough pressure on it. These can come off now, of course. Do I finish up the ceiling now? Apparently it rubs off the paint okay. This sure ain't going to be a masterclass in applying sealant, but here goes. Going to make it run out in front of the applicator. This is where you're supposed to spray on soapy water. More than enough, I think. Now you're supposed to start and finish in easy places. Now the stuff that's left is supposed to come off fairly easily, which sounds good and bad, I suppose. What I'm going to do now is remove this tape, and hopefully I've got my radius just right so it doesn't pull the sealant out. This is going to get really messy if I probably keep my gloves on. It's going to get messy if I take them off. Looking good. And a little clean up here. Really hope I can peel that extra stuff off later because I didn't want a mask inside there and guess where the radius would end up. Well, I think I can take that outside tape off. Apparently this will rub off that little bit I've left there. First window. Fitting these windows is much the same as fitting the windows on the top sides, but of course there's curves and a bit more critical spacing. So I made up this special little block which fits inside the window and gives me the spacing from the cutout down to this mark, and I've had to adjust it a bit It's about 20 millimeters. So it's sitting on those blocks, and these blocks, I'll probably have to take them off because I'll have to sand around here and replace them. But those blocks give me placement of the window as well, and I'll have a block on the ends as well, so that when I bring the window up, I only get one shot at it, and it'll end up in the right place theoretically. So I've marked around the inside of these windows now. The good thing is, because these are CNC cut, I can use the window from the other side to mark a nice fair curve around for the frip line. And the good thing is, because these were laser cut, it hasn't torn away this film. Okay, we're all ready to put the double-sided tape on. This is where I put 2 layers of tape on. I'm going to have to be so careful because sticky on sticky, as soon as it touches, that's it. I'm going to overlap the corners, kind of like that. Ooh, careful. It feels better actually. It's going to have so much, it's going to allow for twice the stretch, the thermal expansion. Bit of a roll the double layer on. To be honest, I'm a bit nervous about this part of the job because it's got to go in exactly at the right location. There's no moving it after it touches. So, a bit nervous, that's why I've got all these blocks. I can put it on these 2 blocks first and get it right this way, slide it till it's right at the ends, and then just sort of push it in. But I'll do it as a dry fit first without taking the tape off, see how it feels. The plan was middle 2 blocks, slide it till the ends are just locating. Then I can probably let it touch in the middle and fold it in like that. I'm going to put a little registration mark so I know it's in exactly the right place fore and aft. It's going to be within 0.5 millimeter. Let's take the tape off. This really is the big moment. As long as I keep this mark lined up and it pressed down, don't think I can go wrong. Don't let the top touch first. Well, there it is. That went okay. These blocks generally come off fairly easily. Right, now I've got to push this all over very hard. Now I'm going to cove it, and I haven't even made the coving tool yet. It's going to be 7 millimeters radius. That went quite well, probably better than I expected, except I messed up this corner a little bit. There's quite a technique in going around the corners and keeping the radius constant, but I can go back and touch it up, I'm pretty sure. Get this tape off now. That corner came out really well. So far so good. I think I'll take this film off here as well. Pretty confident it's stuck on really well, and for an amateur the coving's come out alright. In the end I don't know if you can see the radius there, I flattened it out a little bit to give it the cove a bit of depth. I did watch a video where a really professional guy pretty much used a straight mitre there with a slight radiuses on the end where it ran out. So there was some good meat in the cove. There we go guys, job done. The 2 topside windows are in. And the cabin window's in. I ran out of time today to do the other side. The windows are in. It went quite well. Well, this is what the window looks like on the inside. And I'm glad I put that little black edge around the Paulownia timber there. It's over the top of some glassing. Pretty happy with that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.